Now we do get excited when
And
we cross state lines and stuff.
yes,
Like
yes.
that is a joy. You know what I'm saying? People like to take pictures there and stuff like that. So yeah. Then they may have like some little statues and whatnot out here in Australia that shows the borderlines that kind of give a little
Yeah, like kind of like
excitement.
ours.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Here are some geographical quirks of Australia that you might not already know. These are the Australian states and territories. Here's Tasmania, the only island state, ringed by ocean and cut off from the rest of the continent by the Bass Strait. Except it's not quite. If we zoom in, we can see that Tasmania and its northern neighbour state Victoria actually share a land border on this tiny and uninhabited island. The maritime border between the two states cuts right across Boundary Islet. This little islet border anomaly arose as the result of surveying errors and misinterpretations when repeatedly carving off sections of the colony of New South Wales into what are today Tasmania and Victoria. Boundary Islet is basically a chunk of rock that sometimes has some seals lounging on it. Speaking of disjointed borders, the Australian Capital Territory, or ACT, was carved out of New South Wales so the federal government could have a territory of its own from which to govern. But they felt strongly about the federal government also having access to a seaport, so instead of making the ACT somewhere on the coast, they just annexed another small territory, the southern peninsula of Jervis Bay. Jervis Bay is a separate territory from the ACT, but when it comes to federal elections, the people of Jervis Bay vote in the electorate of Fenner, which is centred in the ACT. And in terms of geographical quirks of electorates, spare a thought for the people of Norfolk Island, who vote in the ACT electorate of Bean, 1,900 kilometres away. But that isn't even the furthest removed local representation in the country. The electorate of Lingiari encompasses the red centre of Australia, the tropical top end of the Northern Territory, minus the urban areas of Darwin and some of Palmerston, and Christmas Island, which is 2,500 kilometres away. And there are some even more widely distributed pockets of Lingiari. Maybe it needs a video of its own. While we're on the topic of the outback, Australia is home to some really large pieces of land that are used for cattle stations. The largest is Anna Creek Station, which is the largest cattle station in the world. It's over 23,000 square kilometres, which is a larger land area.
Was it Australia that had the largest farm?
I believe so. The last video we watched.
Yeah.
I believe so.
If I'm not mistaken, you guys already told us that y'all had the longest farm, so for him to be speaking on that is pretty, it's decent, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we just watched something with our kids that they are doing with cowboys. Something they're about to attend their, something with cowboys. Something y'all got going on that's big.
Yeah.
And some of y'all are going to be coming to Texas for a cowboy festival, something like that. So that's neat.
Yep.
So let us know about that if you're going.
50 of the world's countries. And it's also true that the country of Brunei used to own a station in Australia that had a larger land area than Brunei itself, although it sold the station in 2018. Back to the state borders now. actually already agreed not to worry too much about little slip-ups like this. They'd agreed that an academic result was not to be sought after with a high and fanciful degree of accuracy. A century-old way of saying, she'll be right.
Okay.
And just a couple for my fellow Victorians who, like me, thought they had a good mental map of Australia in their head, but maybe I don't. Adelaide is north of Canberra, and Perth is north of Sydney. These realizations actually blew my mind. Well, that's it. I hope there was something for everyone in this video. Surprise Island Land.
Alright, man, make sure you guys check his channel out. I never really, like, dived into the borderlines and stuff like that to see what, like, level of impact it ever had on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people actually... Now, there's a group of people all over this world that all have their own interests on their own type of topics. I don't know if you guys are either those type of people or not, but if you are, let us know in the comment section, how has this been impactful and what interests do you have when it comes to the borders like this, you know? The line being straight, and now I understand the swiveling lines. Like, what was that about?
The rivers and lakes and things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess for me, it's an interest, like, you know, living in Louisiana. Well, being born and raised in Louisiana. You know, the Mississippi River, the Gulf of Mexico.
Right.
All those things kind of interested. You know, made me interested in this because we had so much going on in our state. But in Texas, it just seems so big.
Now, we do get excited when we cross state lines and stuff.
Yes, yes.
Like, that is a joy. You know what I'm saying? People like to take pictures there and stuff like that. So, yeah. Then they may have, like, some little statues and whatnot out here in Australia that shows the borderlines that kind of give a little excitement.
Like ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.